Hi guys, my name is Joy and today we are doing something a little bit different today. We are having a quick conversation and question and answer with someone so special to Techyground. Alright, welcome once again, sir. Can you give us a little introduction about you, your name, what you do, and the position you hold here at Techyground?
My name is Ayobami Adewuyi and I'm privileged to be the creative director at Techyground Data Solutions.
That's good. Can you give us the origin of Techyground? What inspired you to start Techyground?
Wow. Techyground actually started over a decade ago.
Oh.
Because I've always been a lover of tech. Anything tech, you see me there. So when it comes to graphic design, blogging, website design, I've always had this passion. But I can see Techyground Data Solutions become a full-fledged company registered under the CAC, Corporate Affairs Commission 2019.
Oh wow.
So let's say that's over 6 years now.
That's really beautiful. Okay, I have a question and it looks like we need clarity on what is the difference between a sales funnel and a website. We understand that there's some customer that doesn't understand what a website means and what a sales funnel means. So we need clarity. What's the difference between the two?
Okay, the sales funnel is just like a step-by-step approach a customer needs to undergo from the awareness stage to the decision-making stage. So when you are talking about a website, your website is like your major stuff. Everything you do, every product you sell, depending on your niche, everything will be on your website. So your website can have 10 pages, 20 pages, as the case may be. But when you are talking about your sales funnel, the major goal of a sales funnel is to hit a major target. Now let's take for instance, the reason for setting up a sales funnel might be just for lead, to get leads. At times, it depends on your niche, it might be just to drive sales. Now, but your website itself has various functionality. At times, there's something called friction when it comes to website design. When people are on website, there might be too many things there distracting them to take action. They might be seeing different products, different buttons which are called to action, CTAs. But when it's sales funnel, is just going to that same goal. Okay, let me use illustration now. Let's take for instance, you have a fashion business. Let me use the e-commerce. You might have a lot of products, a lot of wares, a lot of collections. But when you are not talking of your sales funnel now, you are building that funnel for just one of your products, maybe your best-selling products now. So even when you run your ads, it's still going to that same product. Now on your website, you might not have the chance to fully explain in detail
what the product
is all about. But your funnel will do that. At times, a lot of people, or personally, I love starting from the lead generation. Now, I might want to put something out there, maybe put in your details for you to get 20% discounts on our products. What am I doing? I'm trying to get their lead. And that's what we call the discount now is serving as a lead magnet. So there's something called lead magnet now. Now, depending on your niche as well.
Sorry, before you go, what's lead magnet? I believe there's some people that don't understand what lead magnet is. Can you explain what a lead magnet is?
Lead magnet is a freebie or incentive given to potential customer in exchange for their contact information. Now we have different lead magnets. Lead magnet can come in form of discount, coupon. It might be video. Maybe let's look for people who are doing weight loss. Might be the meal plan, something given out for free
in exchange
for their contact. Now, since we've gotten their contact, instead of going to the thank you page, we can now take them to the main sales page now, where we have the information about our products. So from there, they can get to know more about the product, and all our CTA, all our buttons will be focused on what? Buy now, or order now, or take action now. So once they click on order now or buy now, it takes them to their other page, whereby they will put their card information.
That's
now after now purchasing, there's something now called upselling and downselling in funnel. Now the upselling is we introducing another offer to them after
the first purchase.
The first purchase. Some who has not gotten stuff from us, we don't introduce another offer to them. Now the offer might be more than the initial price
of the first product.
Now using, can you give me a niche so that I can use something as the upsell and downsell?
We can still make use of e-commerce.
Okay.
E-commerce store, someone that sells kids wears.
Okay, someone that sells kids wears. Now let's take for instance the person ordered for a ball gown, a ball dress.
Okay.
I might be like, look at the ball dress, it's very beautiful, it's nice, but how about you getting this matching shoe with it? Even though this matching shoe on a normal day goes for $50, but because you've gotten this ball gown or ball dress from us, we are going to give you for $20.
So you are introducing accessories.
You understand now?
With the clothes. You
still have something called cross-selling and so on when it comes to sales funnel.
That's really beautiful. Thank you so much for that detailed explanation. All right, I have another question, and I believe a lot of people already got clarity about what a sales funnel means and what a proper website means as well. Sorry
to cut you. Now some people mistake this. When you have a website, you can also have a funnel. A sales funnel can't do the work of a website, and a website can't do the work of a funnel. So both is important. So
how often should a business owner have a sales funnel? You know, anybody can have their website, a proper structured website on their bio or any of their social media pages. Now, the sales funnel, how often should they have the sales funnel?
It should be something almost every time. That's the major difference. You know, a website is more of static information. It doesn't really change when it comes to websites. But for sales funnel, you need to always, even at times if you run ad, you have to look for your metrics. There's something called A or B testing when it comes to funnel.
Okay.
At times you need to test almost every element
of the funnel.
Because we still have something called CRO.
Okay, what's the meaning of CRO?
Conversion rate optimization.
Okay.
At which we need to test every element of the funnel. At times you might use a major headline, and over time we might decide to change it. Is this headline working well? If it doesn't work well, let's twist it a bit.
Okay.
That's like having variants. At times we might run ad to the same funnel but different variants and see what or which of it perform better. And if another difference from sales funnel and website is this. Now for funnel we have a lot of follow-up. Even at times since we've gotten their lead in exchange at the first instance, now even when we have different products, we can always reach out to them. And there's something I always tell my clients is there's something called after sales service, which is very important, and a lot of people neglect these little things. Even when people has gotten stuff from you, do you still reach out to them? Do you thank them? Aside from you introducing another offer to them, you need to even ask them what they got from you. Is this still very okay? Does it serve this the purpose?
So to maintain your brand credibility out there.
So you even know if they like what they got from you. And even when you realize they are very much satisfied, you can now give them your review system for them to rate you.
That's really beautiful. Thank you so much for the detailed explanation.
You're welcome.
All right, I have another question here. What makes a sales funnel truly effective, and how does Techyground approach building funnels that actually convert? I believe customers will want to come to Techyground, create sales funnel. What can you say makes a sales funnel truly effective in terms of conversion?
Okay, in terms of conversion, at Techyground Data Solutions, we don't just build funnels, we build funnels that convert. And we have a step-by-step approach. Now, the first thing is getting to know more about your business, your goal. What's your desired end results? Even before building, there's this planning stage whereby we sketch out whatever you want. We have a mock-up design on either Figma, Canva, or any UI UX platform. Then we show you this is how your funnel is going to look like. And even before that, because my major goal is to run it maybe for your products, we even check is your product good
enough for people to buy.
Yes. Even if you don't have a good product system, we might tell you to do a good So from there we now take you to the next step of what? Building the funnel. Then we still we test the way I said it the other time. we make sure the pixel is installed because of tracking as well. Let us know where the source of each traffic is coming from. At what page are people leaving? Because we have something called the bouncing rate as well. Now let's take for instance, on the first page we have the buy now button. They clicked on the buy now button, they got to the other page and they did not proceed to the thank you page, meaning they did not purchase. Now questions might now pop in like, is our product too expensive? Why are people leaving at the other page?
So it's possible to generate traffic to your sales funnel. At the end of the day, you are not getting the expected conversion.
Yes. So that's where we sit down again. So there's still a place for monitoring and management to look at, is this thing working properly? Why are people not converting? Or is it their target audience?
Okay, so the issue can also come from the target audience.
Yes. Because now let's take for instance someone who is selling an high ticket product and now targeting to people who don't really have much.
That's amazing.
You understand now?
That's amazing. Thank you so much for that detailed explanation. Now I have a question for aspiring funnel designers.
Okay.
We know that we have some aspiring funnel builders and they are watching this now, and they want to learn and grow in this space as well. What skill or tools can you say will help them in their growing stage in terms of hard skill and also soft skill that they need to build themselves in this sales funnel space, right?
Now when it comes to sales funnel hard skills, I will always encourage people to learn graphic design.
Okay.
It might be just UI UX. You might use Figma, Canva, or the likes. Learn about branding, colors.
Okay.
Because you must know the right color to use per time for every design. You must understand branding rules.
Okay.
You must understand font rules. You must understand when to use your left alignment or right alignment. You need to understand all of that. And one thing I always tell people is you must always be eager to learn more. Always go to YouTube. Even at times go to Pinterest, go to Dribbble, go to Behance. You see a lot of designs,
concepts that you can use.
So almost every day make sure you work more on yourself, try new things. And when it comes to soft skills, you need to know more about communication skill.
Okay.
I was reading a book, was saying your communication is directly proportional to the number of sales you make. If you are not so good at communication, then you are going to lose out on these big fish, these big customers. So you can watch a lot of YouTube videos as well when it comes to communication. Sell Like Crazy is there, the book. You can follow Dan Locke on YouTube as well. So these guys, they help you with your communication skills.
So that means communication is in two-way for a sales funnel designer. Communication for him as a person in order to sell a service.
Sell himself.
And also brand communication for the people you want to work with.
Exactly.
Oh, that's really nice. Thank you so much for that. Also, I have a question here. Do you see yourself mentoring or training people who want to become funnel designer in the future? I believe a lot of people would have been seeing your work out there. I want to learn from this man. I want to learn from Techyground. Do you see yourself mentoring or training people, or is there an academy already that people need to know about? So
how should I answer this? Okay, let me put it this way. We are not looking to run an academy soon. No. No. Though, to God be the glory, today I've mentored a lot of people when it comes to funnel design. Not 100. And even when it comes to funnel design, I always tell people I'm proud of it. I've designed over 1,000 funnels. So if you want to learn funnel design, you can reach out to me. I have a team. And I have another offer. If it's something you are interested in, then you are good.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And with that, I don't only train people on funnel. I have other stuff I train them as well.
Okay, like what? Like, can you give
website design, digital marketing, even if you want to keep making passive income. There's one thing to learn sales funnel, there's another thing to learn how to sell it.
That's right. That's right.
So I would still teach them and coach them on how to sell this sales funnel and also how they can build good income through network marketing. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for that. All right. Okay, so I have a question for you. In terms of content position, do you think content positioning for a brand also affect their result in terms of sales funnel? Now, what I mean by content positioning, the kind of content they put out there before they launch their sales funnel and the kind of content they put out after launching the sales funnel. Did you think this thing impacts the conversion of their sales funnel?
Yes. Now, if I see your website or anything you do, the first thing I'm going to do is take your name back to social media, maybe on Instagram. I'll see what are the things you've been doing before. I will check maybe there's consistency in even your branding.
That's going to lead me to what are the services that you offer at Techyground, because we have mentioned a lot of skill here: branding, graphic designing, website development, sales funnel, content positioning for brand, and a whole lot more. Can you list out some of the services that you offer here at Techyground?
Now, we have a lot of services we offer at Techyground Data Solutions. But let me start with this. There is one we do which a lot of people don't really know about, which is software development. Both front-end and back-end development. We offer solutions to companies tailored to whatever you want to your business. Currently, we are working on a big system software solution for a media house, which is going to help them even reduce human work. And even help them improve their efficiency. So aside from software development, we do website design, website development, we do data marketing. So under the data marketing, we have the social media marketing, social media management, and so on. We run Facebook ads, Google ads, different kind of ads for brands. And we also do graphic design.
That's really,
so
that's really
I can say almost everything in tech.
Everything has to do with building a brand online.
Yes.
You have
so that's why the name comes Techyground. This is the ground for anything.
Solution ground for business owners.
Yes. So, and one thing about us at Techyground is I'm not the major designer or the only designer in Techyground. We have a lot of good guys, competent hands at Techyground Data Solutions to help you handle your projects. Though I'll still be there as well to monitor,
to
supervise everything. So I can always assure you, you get nothing but the best.
Oh wow!
At Techyground Data Solutions.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for your time once again. We are so privileged and honored to have you join us on this stage. Thank you once again, sir, and thank you so much for watching us. We hope to be back soon, and thank you for tuning in. Bye.